Visualize perfection, freshly baked ingredients, tantalizing flavors, sweet and sour intertwine, and dance into your glass. One-of-a-kind arrangements, hitting every note. Why wait for the weekend? It's on at the grill. Behind closed doors, something big is happening at Room Tupelo. For 3 days only, unlock hidden savings at our on-site secret warehouse sale. Furniture, rugs, accessories, everything. Let's go. Don't wait. Secret warehouse sale Saturday, 6 p.m. Room.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather this morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Mississippi Live Weather on your Thursday morning. As always, thanks so much for waking up and starting your day with us. It is 6:30. Meteorologist Maggie Bali live from the Room Weather Center. I hope you have your coffee and you're ready to go out the door this morning because it is another day a lot like the last few. Above average conditions continuing for your day and work week ahead. And then as we head into the weekend, a split weekend. Warm on one side, cooler on the other, and cooler for our next week as well. So that's everything you need to know. Get you out the door this morning. Let's talk about out the door this morning. This is what I look over in Aberdeen. Beautiful blue skies. As I said, it's a lot like yesterday morning. So if you were up with us the past few mornings, it's the same story out the door. Lots of blue skies to start off your day, and cooler as well. This is a look over in Caledonia. Temperatures yet again in the 50s out there, and again, nice conditions. Really near. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's nice out there no matter where you are. Blue skies are the story out the door as that sun does start to rise. So, rise. You can see all of those colors this morning. Temperatures right now in the 50s across the board, like we saw in Caledonia. Now, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still in the 50s. 54 in Lafayette County, 54 in Water Valley, 53 down in Grenada County as well. 52 always our cool spot on the map up in Corinth, Alcorn County. A little bit warmer the further south that you go. 57 to start with 56 in Columbus. Overall, still a great start out there to your Thursday ahead. Here's what you need to know over your first 12 hours. Temperature is going to be getting into the 70s by 10, and we're going to spend most of the afternoon in the middle 80s. So yes, a touch warmer than yesterday is going to be the story today. Eventually getting back into the upper 70s as we head through those sunset times. Let's take an overall picture of what's going on because our work week has not been the main story, right? It's going to be, I'm going to look at what it says. Need to look this out. Lag behind really bad. It skips. The audio is skipping. I'm looking at what you guys are saying, so I'm trying to figure out my audio this morning. So give me a second here. But here's a look at what's going on. Not a whole lot this morning. You can see nice conditions Georgia, and the Carolinas. When I'm off, if y'all can message, when I'm off of the screen, is it as bad as when I'm on the screen? Since it's off kind of with me talking. You guys let me know. I'm going to keep talking though and show you your latest of what you need to know. So here we go. Day by day, let's look at the latest futurecast before we get into really the meat and potatoes of the forecast, right? So this is this afternoon, seeing nice conditions playing out at least for the afternoon and for the rest of your work week as we head into your Friday morning. Hello, hello. I'm trying to figure out my audio this morning, guys, and I might have to fully restart, but let's see. I'm trying to see how it will show up now coming back to you. Hello, hello. Oh, yes, it sounds better. Can you guys let me know that it sounds better? Yes. That's funny. Brenda said, whatever you did yesterday, you should do it again today. Not sure why I'm having some audio issues, but I'm glad that I'm back here with you. I think it's better. Kind of just had to restart everything behind the scenes. But I'm glad to be here with you at 6:30. Something about the 6:30 newscast, guys. It don't want to work right for me. It does not want to be correct. But hey, I'm here. I think Brenda said thumbs up, sounding a lot better. So if that changes, please let me know. I'll keep my eye on the chat. Can hear you now. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for letting me know. That's better. I went and listened to it. You guys were right. You said it hurts ears. It did. It was too choppy. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes, technology, we can have technical issues, and restarting it usually fixes the problem, and that's what it did. So let's talk about what's going on your satellite radar this morning. As I was talking about it, no, you couldn't really hear me, so I'm going to go through it again. Here's a look at what's going on across the United States right now. As you can see here in the southeast, not a whole lot going on. We're looking at clear conditions out the door this morning. Same story across the Twin States, all the way into places like Arkansas, Oklahoma, a lot of Texas, looking very dry and good to go. However, this is the overall system we are going to be watching that's going to be bringing us those strong showers and storms potential into the overnight hours of our weekend. It's looking better this morning, so that is some good news. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Here's a live look in Lafayette County. Still dark for some this morning. Temperatures in the middle 50s, so still nice out there. Same story over in Pontotoc as well. Middle 50s have been the story out the door this morning. So yes, a little bit warmer, but overall still nice. Look at your airport delays this morning. Looking good to go. So if you're heading down the airways this morning, maybe a early flight for the weekend, Memphis International, Jackson, Little Rock, Oklahoma, Dallas, Fort Worth, all the way off to our east as well. Looking good to go on the airways this morning. Dropping the kids off. It's not going to be as cold as it has the previous few days, but still in the 50s. By the time you're picking them up, a little bit warmer out there in the middle 80s. So yeah, a little bit warmer afternoon ahead. Let's talk about your overall highs across the board. I looked yesterday, and in the Delta, they were in the upper 80s. So I would not be surprised if maybe some of that area like Greenwood down into Greenville potentially hits 90 today. I hate to say it, but they really might, and they really might tomorrow as well. Most of us, though, in the middle 80s, 86 in Lee County, 87 in Houston, 87 in Eupora, 86 in Louisville, even in the low 80s from Alcorn County over into Iuka. So most of us going to be topping out in the middle 80s, still warmer than yesterday. Let's talk about your next few days. I'm going to round out the work week with you, and then we will talk about the storms this weekend. Okay, deal? So as we head now through noon, looking good to go. I'm talking about very dry conditions, very clear conditions throughout your afternoon. So Thursday, you are good to go all throughout your day. I know we have community college games. It's homecoming over in Northwest Mississippi on the campus of Northwest Mississippi here in Senatobia. Good to go for those across the board here in North Mississippi. Going into your overnight hours, we start to see a little bit more cloud cover across the Mississippi River. And going into your Friday for Northwest Mississippi, we're going to start off with a little bit more clouds than we had the past few days because it has been so clear out here. We've seen nothing but blue skies. It's just not going to be the same story for your Friday. And that is all ahead of that main system for the weekend. Going into the day, a few of our models, our high resolution models, are trying to put a few stray showers in here. I do not think that is going to happen. If more of those start putting them in there, yes, we will pull up a rain chance for Friday. But overall, the air has been so dry. We've been seeing northerly wind. We haven't even been seeing a cloud in the sky. I don't really believe that we're going to be seeing rain out there for your Friday. I think you're going to be good to go for those Friday night football games, no matter where you are. And I'll have that forecast in a minute. Going into the evening on Friday, same story, just dealing with a little bit more clouds than most. Our high school game of the week presented by KC Lot, going to be good no matter where you are. Pregame, it's just going to be a little bit warmer. Okay, so your pregame forecast, we're going to be in the 80s out there. So pretty warm as you're headed off to those games. Halftime, though, and on, getting a little bit nicer in the middle 70s at halftime. Upper 60s by those final plays of the game. High temperatures ahead do get warmer as we head. Oh my goodness, Sunday, not even on here. I'm going to have to adjust that. That's how cool it gets on Sunday, that it just drops off. But upper 80s on your Saturday, goes into middle 70s out there on your Sunday ahead, all due to a cold front that passes through. Here is the good news that I finally get to share with you. Here's a look at your severe weather risk for Saturday. Now for us, it's mainly overnight, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But take a look at this. We've been looking the past few days, and the yellow yesterday was extended in North Mississippi. That does correlate with that level 2 risk. Now look at that. They have pushed it almost all the way back across the Mississippi River, and we are just, some of us, under that level 1 out of 5 risk. So that is some really good news. Yes, there's still likely some strong storms within the state of Arkansas and back off to our west. However, because of the overall progression of this system, because of the overall timing that has come more in correlation with all of our models this morning and yesterday evening, I was talking to our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, about this as well, because we kind of put all of our heads together when it comes to severe weather. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? So we all communicate the same thing, right, to you guys. What it looks like to us, it's mainly an out west event, west of our area, because as we go into our Saturday, watch this, maybe a few showers ahead of that, but a majority of Saturday looks very dry. Take a look when this front is showing to come in. This is Sunday at 5 a.m. My goodness, it was going to be the overnight hours, maybe the evening on Saturday. This is continually being pushed later and later. So a lot of Saturday looking good to go and dry, maybe some stray showers. But that main timing for that front keeps getting pushed later for us, which is good news. It means those showers and storms don't make it here until overnight into the early mornings of Sunday, and they don't have a lot to work with. So that's what it's overall looking like this morning. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 86 out there for today. Same story for Friday with a little bit more clouds. A little bit warmer for Saturday, about a 40% chance, maybe a few showers ahead of that system, but it's mainly the overnight into very early Sunday when we're watching the majority of rain come into our area. And as I said, tale of two different stories. We're middle to upper 80s on Saturday. We are middle 70s on Sunday. So depending on what kind of weather you like, you just wait around on the weekend or you enjoy the front half of the weekend. As we head into your next work week, we will see rain chances return on Tuesday with 70s sticking around in the forecast. So that is some good news out there. That's a look at your 7-day forecast. As always, thank y'all so much for letting me know about my audio. I do have an update from Matt, of course, to show you guys before I let you go. So here's your latest from Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon over in Austin.
Well, hello here from the aquarium in Cairns. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon, and we are kind of checking out some of the aquatic life. Cairns, located very near kind of the entryway to the Great Barrier Reef. We've been learning about coral, of course, which is a large part of what makes up the reef. Big saltwater tank here. We've talked a lot about the different type of aquatic life, in particular sharks and rays and things like that. I want to show you one of the big stingrays here. You can see, you do not get a sense of how big that is. But certainly that guy, one of the many things that you can kind of check out here, I'm actually going to take you in a tunnel where it's kind of all around you. You know, the biodiversity, of course, of the Great Barrier Reef is significant. If we don't get to go there yet, I think we'll be checking that out a day after tomorrow before we go there. You know, it's kind of a rainforest area, so there's a lot of interactions between the fresh water and the salt water and how all that ends up going. But yeah, it's been really cool to kind of see and talk with folks about just how that worked. Again, appreciate the good folks at MLM for sponsoring us here as we go on our Wonders of Australia tour here, as I kind of wrap up our look at all of the aquatic wildlife here at the Cairns Aquarium. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Waupon from Mississippi Live Weather.
Very cool. Always love seeing those updates from Matt, and you can see the latest update from him. Again, we'll see that and watch that again at 7 and 7:30 if you maybe joined on the tag end of that. Always love seeing that from the Wonders of Australia, sponsored by MLM Clothiers. So nice conditions out there today. Different story over the next few days. Of course, I'll have your latest forecast coming up at 7 and 7:30, so make sure to tune in then.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.